Hey everybody, this is Josh Suth, or AskJoshy on YouTube. Here we have Game 4 in a best-of-5 series between WhiteRa, the red Protoss player down on the bottom of Metalopolis, and Liquid TLO, the purple, this time, Protoss player over on the right-hand spawn. He is playing random. This is the second time he's gotten Protoss in this series. We've already seen Zerg and Terran as well. He did win a game with Protoss, though. Maybe he can do it again against WhiteRa, who should be more experienced with PvP, but we'll see what happens. If WhiteRa wins this game, he's already got a 2-1 lead. That would put him at 3-1, so he would be the champion of the TL Open, or the TSL qualifier number 4. He would get his automatic qualifying spot for the TSL with thousands of dollars in prize money, and $100 just for winning this tournament with over 500 entries, down to just these two guys, and WhiteRa has the advantage, so he's got to be feeling good right now. WhiteRa has been winning everything he's entered recently, except a nice second place showing at the Intel Extreme Masters European Championship, and even then he took a game off of Show, who only lost 2 games in that entire weekend over in Kiev, Ukraine. So WhiteRa doing quite well for himself, wants to continue doing quite well for himself and his lovely wife. TLO, on the other hand, just a young guy, no wife, just wants to win and get some money and some fame and play some awesome StarCraft and be well respected for his craft. WhiteRa doing the very standard Protoss build in a PvP. I'm not sure what we can expect. TLO actually did some interesting stuff with Phoenixes on Xel'Naga Caverns in that first game, and WhiteRa just kind of stuck to a lovely 4-gate style build. But TLO gonna be zapping this Nexus. WhiteRa's gotta be freaking out. I'm sure the Protoss advisor is just screaming at him. I believe that's Artanis yelling at him that he's under attack all the time. WhiteRa repaying the favor to TLO, both players just zapping away at these pylons with their probes. WhiteRa dropping a cybernetics core right on time. TLO should be doing the same, but it looks like he's stopping to get in a laser fight, a particle beam fight with WhiteRa's probe, pulls in a second one, a ringer, and destroys WhiteRa's probe. Oh no, then the cybernetics core goes down, but WhiteRa did delay the cybernetics course, so it's about 25 seconds slower than his own. TLO's probe is still alive and well, however, though, and once this Zealot comes out, he should be able to escape, at least get out of the base. Not going to be hanging around too long. Able to see the next tech direction of WhiteRa, probably just wants to get out of there. But, you know, probes are faster than Zealots, so he could actually keep this up quite a while. Second gateway coming up for WhiteRa, so TLO at least gets to see that. Second gateway already started, though, for TLO, so it should be very even going into this late late game. What? That doesn't make any sense. The 5 to 10 minute mark, I should say. But, yeah, looks like it's a little bit mirrored right now. Actually, WhiteRa adding on a third gateway, TLO doing the same. WhiteRa dropping a pylon very, very quickly outside TLO's main, running up here with 2 Zealots already. The second, actually, first Stalker is going to pop out for TLO here soon, so he pulls a bunch of probes just to ensure that these 2 Zealots go down and pay for their crimes. Probe also being killed off now. TLO does have the advantage just because he has a Stalker and it has range. WhiteRa obviously does not. And here comes the first Stalker being warped in for, not warped in, actually ran all the way from the base. Hustled its way over here, so now it's 1 Stalker against 1 Stalker. WhiteRa has more health, but a second Stalker is coming out for TLO, and all these probes are here to help defend their home base. WhiteRa can start warping in here soon. His warp gate tech is about to complete. He is going to lose this Stalker, so TLO also going to have warp gate tech finishing soon. Will he be able to take out this pylon? He'll at least be able to get it down low. I don't think WhiteRa is going to commit when his pylon is this close to being dead, because if he warps in a few units here, they're almost surely going to be lost to probes, but he does it anyway. No! Oh my god, did he lose his 300 minerals? Let me look at his mineral count really fast. I don't know. He has 500, so I don't know if he was saving up or not, but holy crap, those 3 Zealots totally evaporated, so I'm thinking once that pylon died, he lost that money. I could be sure and go back and check. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I really want to know if he lost those minerals. Sorry I backed up so far. Just watch. I've got WhiteRa's stuff selected here. Actually, let me select something a little more permanent, like a gateway, so we can watch his mineral count here. Pylon going down. He's got a whole bunch of money. Still got a whole bunch of money. Pylon going down. Warps in those 3 Zealots. Oh, but the money is returned. Did he cancel all 3 of them? He must have. Okay, so now I know. Sorry I had to back up there. I just needed to know. Gateway number 4 coming now for WhiteRa, but he is at a little bit of a disadvantage in Harvester count, 21 to 20. In unit count, he is a little bit disadvantaged as well. TLO has 4 Stalkers still alive and a Sentry. Early aggression has not been paying off for WhiteRa in these PvP situations. TLO basically has just been sitting back both times that they've gotten PvP and is just defending, eventually getting a little bit higher unit count and worker count just by being able to sit in his base and defend, letting WhiteRa make his own mistakes. TLO's micro is, of course, extremely good, so WhiteRa needs to be a bit more careful the next time he comes up towards TLO's base. TLO does have a Sentry as well. He's sending a probe near WhiteRa's base. If he drops a pylon right here or something, that'll certainly help his warp-in run time over to WhiteRa's base if he does some sort of counter maneuver here. A couple of Zealots, a couple of Stalkers warped in here. This probe actually going to do nothing of this sort and just be totally destroyed by those little spider-legged Stalker laser beams. WhiteRa did bring a pylon back here just in case. He's got good coverage of his base. He's got good vision, except for in the back by the smoke. Probably not expecting a warp prism, and for good reason. There's not even a robotics bay for either player, or robotics facility for either player. Twilight Council completed now for TLO. He's researching hallucination. TLO always doing something off the wall, confusing me. Robotics facility is coming up for WhiteRa off of just one base though, so he'll have 4 warp gates and a robotics facility. Just getting an observer. He doesn't want to be out of the loop for too long against this very, very good opponent. Gonna send his own probe close to TLO's natural. Will he drop a pylon? I don't know. Looks like he is priming up to do it. Yes, there goes the pylon. WhiteRa going to be in a position to attack here soon. Hallucinated Phoenix doing the scouting for TLO. He's going to see everything that WhiteRa has built up to this point, aside from this pylon over on the right side near his actual natural. Lots of Stalkers here for TLO, lots of Stalkers for WhiteRa. TLO actually has the advantage in Stalker count, but WhiteRa evens it up. TLO does have some cash available to do another round of warp-ins here. He does get another Stalker right away. His supply, he's got room on supply as well, so as long as he's able to defend. Oh, locks those 4 Zealots in, backs his Stalkers up, so these Stalkers are not going to be able to shoot. They are kind of hitting some probes right now in this gateway, but these 4 Zealots being lost means that TLO is going to once again get a unit advantage. 11 Stalkers against 11 Stalkers. A single Sentry in TLO's arsenal as well. Not enough energy for a force field. Oh, Blink is completed now. Holy crap, Twilight Council. Great timing getting that Blink completed. WhiteRa is so far behind now. He realizes it. He knows he's got to be behind with Blink completed because TLO can just micro back these injured Stalkers, let shields regenerate, and WhiteRa is just going to have to let his Stalkers die unless he can micro them back quickly enough on his own. Pylon taking some fire here, but WhiteRa, actually TLO has a superior Stalker number and he blinks down to the level of WhiteRa. He's going to be able to probably kill off all these Stalkers. WhiteRa, oh, down to only 2 Zealots and 2 Stalkers against double digits Blink Stalkers for TLO. This is looking really bad for the Ukrainian Protoss player. His advantage is going to be soon lost. If TLO evens up this series at 2-2, we will go on to a Game 5 to determine our champion. TLO now counterattacking. He did not actually go off to kill this pylon. Instead, he is just going to strike while the iron's hot. He's got 10 Stalkers against only 1 and a Zealot from WhiteRa. He's warping in one more Zealot, but of course Blink Stalkers beat Zealots any day of any week. This warp gate is taking heavy fire right now. A single Immortal is being chrono boosted out, but I don't think it's going to get there in time to do enough. TLO actually expanding right now as well, so good maneuver by him, getting that expansion up. The Immortal is out, but it gets focused down incredibly quickly by these double-digit Stalkers. It blinks to catch it, and WhiteRa gonna lose any unit that he tries to warp in here. Of course, units don't have shields as they're warping in, so they're powered down incredibly quickly by this large number of Stalkers. WhiteRa GG's. We are going to see a Game 5 in this series to determine our TL Open champion and see who will qualify for the TSL. Come join me for Game 5.